He never shouts. He never panics. In a world of chaos, his greatest weapon is his stillness. And that is why he's so terrifying. What happens inside the mind of a man who treats emotion as data? He runs a violent empire not with impulse, but with control. But what is that control? What is the hidden mental mechanism that keeps him 2 steps ahead? How does he manage the paranoia? And what can his strategy teach you about controlling your own environment? Dushane Hill isn't just a top boy. He is a master of emotional regulation. By the end of this video, you won't just understand Dushane's power. You'll understand the psychological force of not reacting. In the world of top boy, impulse gets you killed. Sully is impulse, a storm of raw, unpredictable emotion. But Dushane is control. He doesn't just manage problems, he outweights them. He absorbs pressure that would break anyone else, processes it, and makes a single, calculated move. He's a chess player in a world of checkers. But his entire game is built on one psychological principle. Welcome to Psychunplugged, where we decode the minds that run the show. Point 1. The absorb and assess protocol. When Dushane is cornered, or when a plan collapses, watch what he does. Nothing. He doesn't yell, he doesn't blame, he listens. He absorbs the shock. This isn't weakness, it's a high-level mental strategy. Psychologically, this is cognitive reappraisal. Dushane consciously overrides his amygdala, the brain's alarm system that screams fight or flight, to keep his prefrontal cortex, the planning center, fully online. He actively delays his emotional reaction long enough to think. We admire calm people not because they feel less, but because they have mastered the timing of their emotion. When we get an angry email, our first instinct is to fire back. Dushane's mind shows us that the first reaction is almost always the wrong one. The real power is in the pause between the stimulus and the response. Point 2. Cold empathy. Dushane doesn't just think ahead, he feels ahead. When he looked at Jamie, he didn't just see a rival. He saw ambition. He saw the love for his brothers. He saw the precise psychological levers to pull. This isn't sympathy, it's cold empathy. The ability to understand what someone is feeling without catching the feeling yourself. It's the tool of a profiler, a master negotiator, and a kingpin. He doesn't connect with that emotion. He maps it. He uses it to predict behavior. He knew Jamie's love for his family was both his greatest strength and his exploitable weakness. We often get lost in sharing an emotion. Dushane reminds us to first identify the emotion. What does this person truly want? Is a much more powerful question than how do they feel? Point 3. The logic of ruthlessness. How can a man who clearly feels guilt, who is haunted by his mother's disappointment, order the death of a friend like Driss? The answer is compartmentalization. This isn't psychopathy. A psychopath can't feel. Dushane chooses not to. He runs his mind like a corporation, with firewalls between departments. Business is here. Family is here. Feelings are over there. When Driss betrayed the summer house business, Dushane's business logic made the decision. The friend compartment was locked out of the room. This is a dark mirror. We all do it. It's just work. It's just a game. Dushane simply shows us the terrifying endpoint of that logic when the stakes are life and death. Takeaway. Dushane's mind teaches us the most powerful move in any room is often no move at all. We are biologically wired to react, to respond instantly, to fill the silence. But the strategic pause is your power. The next time you're in a high-stakes meeting, a difficult conversation, or you feel under attack, don't just react. Stop, take a breath, absorb, assess. Turn your emotion from a trigger into data. When you master the pause, you stop being a reactor to your world, and you start becoming the one who directs it. True power isn't about being the loudest in the room. It's about being the most aware. If you learned the power of the strategic pause today, drop a crown in the comments. Next, why the Joker just wants to watch the world burn.